Hi guys, Top Pops here, and today I'm going to be doing top 5 Dragon Funko Pops. They're actually all 6 inches, so let's get started. Now, the first one that I have here is actually Regel from Game of Thrones. Now, this is one that I really liked when I went over to Walmart. I actually found this. Now, I don't know if I got this one in a pop hunt or anything, but this one was really good. I believe it was $16, $17 over there. And I like the way they did this one because it doesn't actually have arms. It's just kind of like its wings are arms and they're flapped all the way back like this. And they're kind of bendy too, so if you want to kind of move them around a bit, you can. The tail is really cool. I like the way it wraps all the way around there. Now, it's all kind of one color, which kind of bums me out on the back here. So all of this is pretty much just got like a bit of extra brown added to it, if you can kind of see it there. It's not very good lighting to show you guys that, but I do like the inside here. It's got all the green going up the sides here, and I think that looks great. His eyes look great. His mouth on the inside is awesome, guys. Look at that. Look at all those teeth too. Looks just like it does in the show. Now, I think this is an awesome pop in general. I like the way they did the head with all the different scales on the entire body as well. Now, I like how they also did the tail going up and around like that, and how it's not just kind of flat. Like, they could have done it very flat and boring, or even like put it around as, I don't know what they could have done, but maybe coiled it around the back. But I like the way it comes all the way around the front, and I also think it gives it a bit of stability. And even the feet, guys, you can see there. Look at those feet. Let me zoom in on those actually. Look at those feet actually. They look great. It's not a very bright spot to do it, but you know, here, let me zoom out actually. It's not a very bright spot. But this is great, guys. I love the way this one looks. I think it looks just like it does in the show, and I think Game of Thrones is great.
When I was a child, an uncle asked what gift I wanted for my name day. I begged him for one of you. It wouldn't even have to be a big dragon, I told him. It could be little, like me.
Before we get into this next one, guys, I made the room a bit brighter so you could see it a bit easier, but this one is Maleficent. Now, this is the Disney Treasures exclusive one. This was the reason, guys, that this box actually sold out. This was Haunted Forest. This was their third installment of the box, I believe. Now, here we have it, guys. Now, this one doesn't turn at all. Its head doesn't turn, neither does its body, or, well, really, if its head doesn't turn, its body wouldn't turn. But I do love those giant green eyes that it's got there, as well as the bigger nostrils, and then the nice purple that goes all the way up its chest. You can even see, guys, that it goes up the neck a bit there. It's kind of shady from where it is, but yeah, you guys can see it goes way up the neck there. And I think that looks great as well. It goes all the way under, and then it actually follows all the way up the tail. Here, so hold on, guys. It goes under its body, so you guys can see here. It goes under the body and then all the way up the tail, all the way to the bottom of the tail right there. I like the little wings that they gave it. I think that's a funny touch that it has there. But yeah, guys, this one, the horns look great. Now, what I like about the horns as well is it is actually Maleficent's horns. So that's kind of a thing that's just like added straight onto it. So it's kind of like she's a dragon before, and then they add the horns, like she grows from the horns and up, if you guys know what I mean. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, this is a great pop. I love the way this one looks. So let me turn it around so you guys can see the back again. Now there's the tail, guys. She's got a bit of a fin going around there, and then down there, as well as the little tail that curves up and down, just like this one did, guys. You can see how they both curl the tail up a bit at the bottom there and here. I think that looks great. I think the dragon ones are honestly so detailed, and I just love them in general, guys. But let's get on to the next one.
How shall you deal with me, O Prince, and all the powers of hell?
For this next one, guys, I want to show you him before we actually put him on screen, and it is Smog. Now, this one's super awesome, guys. Now, this one's in its box right now because it's really, I'm going to take it out in a second, but this is the chase version of him. Now, what I like about this one, guys, is that it looks nothing like a pop like this because they gave it the yellow eyes. That's the chase version of him. So I think with those yellow eyes, guys, it makes him look even more like a dragon. It's great. It's what his eyes look like exactly in the movie, and I think the side of the box looks great, and then the back of it, guys, you can see all of the different characters from the movie right there. They look awesome, guys. I'm super pumped about this one. We actually picked this one up at Big B Comics, me and Noah. We had to go halvesies on it because this is when we were really just like, I don't know, we didn't have much to buy pops, so we were going halvesies on stuff for this one. It was $22. We both paid like 11 bucks or something like that for it, but now, of course, because Noah doesn't collect pops or anything, I took it all, so it's pretty nice now. But yeah, guys, this is a great pop, and I'm going to take him out for you guys so you can see it a lot better. Now, let me be clear, guys. I don't take Chase Pops out of the box much. I sometimes do when I'm going to be reviewing them for you guys, but I thought for this special occasion, let's take them out of the box for the top 5 Dragon Funko Pops. Now, you guys can see here that tiny little speck right there, guys. Now, that's where he actually got hurt in the movie, and I think that's a great touch that they added into this. Now, you guys can see the eyes are yellow like that. I hope I can zoom in on that so you guys can see him there. Yeah, so that is what they were based off of from the actual movie. I love the mouth on this one. Now, also, guys, I believe all 5 of these, no, all 4, there's 4 out of the 5 where the heads don't rotate, and that kind of makes sense for these ones. This one doesn't rotate as well, is what I'm trying to get at here, but it does have this almost like a spine or scales going all the way down the back here. And you can even see, if you guys get closer up, you can see little tiny scales throughout the entire pop, and I think that's awesome. I'm glad that Funko added that and didn't just make it a smooth body. Now as well, guys, the head looks great on it. I love the way the kind of like the scowl looks, or the cowl, I don't know, whatever one it is. If you guys know, put it in the comment section below. I've probably asked you that before, but now we've also got the little claws on his feet, and even the wings are pushed back like that. I think that looks cool as well. Now, it would have been cool to have the wings out and flapping, like out to the sides here, but I think it also is cool with the wings to the side on the back there, because it's a little bit cleaner as well. You can even see the feet coming through the sides there with the colored, almost like claws or talons as well. But anyways, guys, let's move on to the 4th one.
You are being used, thief in the shadows. You were only ever a means to an end. The coward Oakenshield has weighed the value of your life and found it worth nothing.
Now, this one was This one was the one that I was talking about, where the head did rotate, guys. You can see here on Dragonzord from Power Rangers that his head does turn all the way around. Now, this one has to be one of my favorite dragons, guys. I mean, out of the 5, this is probably top 3, top 2. Now, this one, of course, guys, is my favorite just because of how big and detailed it was. This one came out for New York Comic Con. New York Comic Con this year, I know it was, but I don't remember exactly when New York Comic Con was. I mean, if you guys can find out when the video went up, it was the day before that. But I love how, guys, on his fingers, you can even see it here, or his little hands, he's got almost like bullets, like that would shoot out of his fingers there. And then he's got the nice chest there as well. Everything looks just like it does to the actual character. I think this looks great, guys. The eyes, the big red eyes look great. He's also got the kind of the fin swoop on the top there. Now, this, guys, I would have to say looks nothing like a pop. Now, the one that looks most nothing like a pop, if that makes sense, is the Little Big Planet one, but this one is pretty close to the actual character. Now, what I'm liking about it is how it looks so robotic, and how, now the only thing that's different is the head's huge, of course, but you guys can see down here that the tail looks great on it. I think that's awesome, as well as the hands and the arms are kind of tilted up. Too bad this thing doesn't move and it wasn't articulated and everything. Like, you could like bend the tail or something like that, but it is a collectible and not a toy, so that makes sense for me. But this is just great, guys, and I can't believe that I got this one. This was one of those ones that was really hard for people to get, but because we're in Canada, not as many people are like flippers here or going for stuff, even though it would be pretty good to be a flipper in Canada. I know I don't recommend being a flipper, just because, just don't, guys. It's just let the Funko community that actually wants to collect. But I mean, if you were, come to Canada, because there's lots of good stuff, usually for a few days too. But anyways, guys, let's get on to the 5th one.
Special teams, give me all you got!
Now, last but not least, guys, we have Alchemy from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Him. Now, this pop is the one that looks most nothing like a pop, if that makes sense. It looks nothing like a pop is what I'm trying to say, guys. Now, just from the front here, you can see that it's a very different sculpt, and it looks so cool. I think it's awesome. I'm glad that I picked this one up. And when I was actually at Hot Topic trying to get this one, there was like 3 people in front of me that both had, I believe, 2 or 3, and so I was like, oh, I better grab one. It was the last one there. I grabbed a good one. Now, this one doesn't stand too well on carpet, but on a table or something, it stands nicely because it's got like the way it kind of leans. This left side leans with the right side, so Funko designed this one pretty well. And what I also like about it is that there's no flat spots on the bottom. Now, I know it's something very small on a pop, but they didn't flatten it so it would stand. It actually leans itself and stands really well. Now, if you're going to take this one out of the box like I did, be very careful with the wings, because the wings are actually super thin and brittle. As you guys can see here, you can see pretty much, you can't even see them really from where it is right there. But yeah, guys, this is a great pop. I love this one a lot. I also love how they did the purple to pink to blue here on the wings as well. You guys can see it. It goes like it goes almost like pink to purplish to blue to light turquoise kind of. And I love the colors they did for this one. This one pretty much looks just like it does in the movie as well. A lot of these are very true to the movie, and they don't kind of like turn them to make them more like a pop, like some of them do, like Fry from Futurama, or I'm even looking like Colossal Titan from Attack on Titans. They're kind of turned into a pop. But the dragon ones seem to be more like they make the dragon and then just give it a bigger head, if that makes sense. This one doesn't even really have a big head, to be honest. It's just kind of there. And I do like that a lot, about how it's more of like proportionate to the body. And I think if they would have put a big head on the end there, it would have looked very odd. But this is actually the first and only Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them pop. And I'm really glad it was this one.
So they grow to fill available space. Mommy's here.
But anyways, guys, this has been another episode of Top Pops. If you guys want me to do more top 5s, put it in the comment section below. But I know a lot of you guys really did like it when I did my last top 5, so I thought I would do another one. So here it is here, guys, top 5 Dragon Funko Pops. I hope you guys enjoyed, and this has been another episode of Top Pops. Thanks for watching.
I know I took the path that you would never want for me. I know I let you down tonight.